$120. That is what my bank wants by the 13th. The reminder came again this morning on my phone. Tonight's live stream will decide whether I close that gap. This garden covers 180 square meters. My wife and I built it ourselves years ago. She sells live on the phone almost every night. I take it from there, orders, addresses, boxes. There is no other income behind this family right now. Bare root clumps come in from other growers first. Then both of us mount them onto pots and fresh medium. Mounting one tray can take an entire afternoon. Each clump still needs real time in the garden before it can sell. The flower here is called Unach DM. Some call it Chao. Others call it Ginuat. It is one flower carrying three names. It blooms once a year in early spring. That usually falls close to Tet. Right now, not one plant here has a bud. That is simply not the season yet, but it does not feel simple with a bank deadline this week. My garden earns about $650 in a normal month. The loan payment goes straight to the bank every month. That loan built the growing frames standing here. The frames hold every pot you can see in this garden. The bank deadline lands on the 13th every single month. The reminder text usually arrives around the 7th. What is left over some months does not stretch very far. This month it has to stretch 6 more days. That is not a large number by itself, but 6 days is what is left. It rained hard for 4 days this week. Heavy rain like that can rot a stem overnight. The rain has soaked into the soil under every shelf. Some pots hold water longer than others. Those get watched more closely this week. I keep a ledger on the kitchen shelf. It tracks every sale and every expense. 6 days sits circled at the top of this week's page. I keep telling myself 6 days is enough, but I circled it anyway. Six days is not very long. Morning here starts before 6 now. Rain from the night before still drips off the shelves. Every plant gets checked leaf by leaf after rain like this. Wet leaves left too long start to soften. A soft leaf usually means rot has already begun. The spray for that has to go on within a day. It smells sharp and stains the fingers a little. Roots tell the truth before leaves do. White roots mean a plant is still drinking. Brown roots mean it stopped some time ago. New clumps arrived from another grower 2 weeks ago. Those bare root clumps still need to be mounted onto pots. The work is slow, but nobody else does this part for us. A newly mounted pot still needs real time before it looks worth selling. None of that shows up in a single live stream. It only shows up later, as a plant someone wants to buy. The spray bottle empties faster in a rainy week. A second batch gets mixed before noon. Gloves help, but the smell still lingers on the skin. Bark chips for mounting sit soaking in a bucket nearby. New clumps get sorted by size before anything else.
Đây là tổng số đơn hàng mà buổi livestream ngày hôm nay bà xã mình bán được.
Smaller clumps usually take longer to fill out a pot worth selling. By midday, the sky clears just enough to work. By afternoon, the light turns flat and gray again. One plant on the third shelf has a leaf gone soft. It rotted from the base, not the tip. That kind of damage does not heal. A blemished leaf lowers what a plant can sell for. Buyers on a live stream notice a mark like that immediately. A perfect plant sells itself. A flawed one needs a lower price and more talking.
400 một cây, 350, 380 một cây bình thường, đó là bình thường ạ.
Ok.
Anh ơi, cây này lỗi này. Bán sale đi. Bán giá đi.
My wife looks it over and gives her verdict. It will still sell, just not tonight. Not every plant gets to be the hero of a live stream. Some just get listed quietly, cheaper, further down the shelf.
Bình thường anh trả 400 nhưng lý do vì sao hôm nay anh lại trả 500?
There is no anger about a rotted leaf here, but there is quick recalculation. A second leaf nearby looks fine for now. It gets marked anyway, just to be safe. Marking plants early saves an argument later. The shelf gets rearranged so the flawed plant sits near the back. Nobody walks past it without noticing, but the price tag explains itself. One plant is worth less than it was yesterday, but the rest of the shelf is fine. A phone call came in around 2. One order that day was for a plant worth about $44. The call was just to confirm a shipping address. A few questions came about the box first. Then the line went quiet for a moment. She said she had changed her mind. No reason was given and none was asked for. The order was canceled on the spot. $44 gone in under a minute. There was no argument I could make, but it still stung a little. Customers change their minds more often in the rainy season. I have never figured out exactly why. The order is gone now, but $120 is still due by the 13th. That gap does not close itself. Two other boxes still need addresses on them. A shipping company will collect them tomorrow morning. They deliver the plant and collect the money at the door. That money reaches me by transfer a few days later. No cash changes hands here anymore. Work does not pause for one canceled sale, but the afternoon feels heavier anyway. The rain outside has slowed to a drizzle by now. Most orders come through the live stream chat instead.
Rồi, ok anh. Em chào anh Phúc Vinh. Dạ. Anh mà thích lấy thẳng rời thì em lấy cây ngoài giá nó rẻ này. Cái cây thì...
A phone call these days usually means something has gone wrong. This one confirmed what I already suspected. The afternoon light through the window turns gray before 4. Somewhere in another province, a plant will not travel today.
Anh có...
It only closes with tonight's live stream, or it does not close at all.
Tìm Tuấn Nguyễn, bây giờ em tìm nhiều tên Tuấn Nguyễn lắm thôi, anh chịu khó, anh nhắn cho em đi cái số lô ra.
7 in the evening, and the lamp comes out again. There is no shop and no website behind any of this. There is a phone, a lamp, and whatever survived the rain. The shelf behind gets rearranged before going live.
Mấy cặp lá đấy. Dạ. Cây này là cây số 1 này. Nhạ 450 đấy, nhưng mà nó bị xước một tí cái cạnh lá đây. Em chốt 430. Ok chưa? 4...
Best plants go to eye level first. My wife goes live every night, not me. I sit just out of frame, a notebook open on my knee. Every order she takes gets written down as it happens. The neighbors can hear the phone ring through the wall some nights. Nobody has ever complained about it. A live stream this small does not need much of a setup. Prices get set out loud, never written down for buyers to see. About 500 people are watching tonight. That is a normal number for a weeknight live stream. Order counts swing a lot from one night to the next. "11 orders on a good night, 5 on a slow one." A comment asks about the plant with the damaged leaf. The honest answer is given anyway. It sells for less, and it still sells. One buyer wants to know about the mounting process itself. That answer runs longer than expected. Growers cannot help themselves with a question like that. The phone overheats twice during the evening. It shuts down twice, but the comments are still waiting when it returns. 6 pots get ordered by the time the stream ends. 11 would have been a very good night. About $36 worth of orders tonight, once they are delivered. That number moves depending on the season and the weather. None of it arrives tonight. A regular viewer asks about the weather before asking about flowers. That question gets answered first, every time. Small talk fills more of the stream than selling does. One viewer has watched for months without buying anything. She says she just likes watching the plants get talked about. Patient viewers like her are rarer than paying ones. The lamp finally gets switched off around 9. Then the notebook gets checked against the phone. The phone gets checked for transfers before anything else. 2 transfers came in today from orders shipped earlier this week. The shipping company sends the money once a delivery is paid for. Every transfer that comes in gets written into the ledger. Paper is easier to trust than a screen at midnight. $120 was still the number tonight. 6 days remain before the 13th. What arrived today is not enough on its own. It is not nothing either. There are still 5 more nights before the deadline. The shelf gets sorted again before bed. 1 rotted leaf, 1 canceled order, 6 pots ordered. That is the whole day, honestly. Tonight's 6 orders get added to tomorrow's packing list. Tonight's number gets written next to yesterday's. Neither number is circled yet. The circling happens on the 13th, one way or another. A cup of tea goes cold on the table during the counting. Nobody remembers to drink it until it is cold. Tomorrow I check the leaves again, rain or no rain. Could this orchid grow where you live, or what could?